Hello and Assalamu alaikum from my side. My name is Syed Mahad and 11 student from Mahad School on Academy Level 1 Batch 7. This is my 8th Vapi AI session. And here are my questions as you can see. So let's get into it. What exactly is self-confidence?
It looks like your question.
What exactly is self-confidence?
Confidence refers to a person's belief in their own abilities, qualities, and judgment. It involves having a positive and realistic sense of one's own capabilities, as well as the conviction that one can successfully face challenges and take on tasks. Self confidence can affect various aspects of life, including how people approach goals, handle setbacks, and interact with others. Self confidence is not about being arrogant or overestimating one's skills. Rather, it involves a balanced and accurate self assessment. It can be built and strengthened over time through experiences of success, positive reinforcement, learning from failures, and developing competence in various areas of life.
Okay, so how is self-confidence different from arrogance?
Great question. While self confidence and arrogance may seem similar on the surface, they are quite different in their nature and their impact on others. Here's how they differ. One, definition and attitude. Self confidence is a healthy belief in your own abilities. It means you trust yourself, recognize your strengths, but also acknowledge your weaknesses. A self confident person is secure and doesn't feel the need to prove anything to others. Arrogance is an exaggerated sense of one's abilities or importance. Arrogant people often think they are better than others and may look down on them. How two, self view versus others. Self confidence comes from inner assurance. A self confident person doesn't need to compare themselves to others to feel good. They focus on personal growth and success. Arrogance is often outward focused. Arrogant individuals seek validation or superiority over others. They may put others down in order to elevate themselves. Now, three, reactions to criticism. Self confident people can handle criticism well. They accept feedback, learn from it, and use it to improve themselves. Arrogant.
Alright, so why is confidence considered a skill and not just a trait?
That's a thoughtful question. Confidence is often considered a skill rather than just a trait because, unlike fixed personality traits that we are born with, confidence can be developed, strengthened, and practiced over time. Here's why confidence is seen as a skill. One, it can be learned. Confidence isn't something you either have or don't have. It grows through experience, learning, and reflection. For example, public speaking might terrify someone at first, but with practice and preparation, they become more confident. Walk two, it improves with practice. Just like playing a musical instrument or learning a sport, confidence grows the more you challenge yourself, step outside your comfort zone, and build competence. Three, it's built through action. Confidence often comes after action, not before. You don't wait to feel confident. You try, learn, and improve, and confidence follows. Overcoming small challenges leads to a sense of accomplishment, which strengthens belief in yourself. Chapter 4. It can be strengthened or weakened. Life events, mindset, and habits influence your confidence levels.
Can anyone learn to be confident or is it just naturally done?
Yes, absolutely. Anyone can learn to be confident. While some people may seem naturally confident due to their upbringing or personality traits, confidence is not something you're either born with or without. It's a skill that can be built and strengthened over time with effort, practice, and the right mindset. Here's why anyone can learn to be confident. One, confidence grows through action. The more you do something, even if it feels uncomfortable at first, the more confident you become. For example, if you're nervous about public speaking, each time you speak in front of others, you build a little more confidence. Two, it's shaped by experiences and beliefs. Our belief in ourselves is influenced by our past experiences, the way we talk to ourselves, self talk, and the environment we're in. Changing those beliefs, like replacing I can't do it with I can learn to do it, helps grow self confidence. Chapter three, small steps lead to big changes. Confidence doesn't happen overnight, but making small progress, setting achievable goals, and celebrating wins, no matter how minor, helps build lasting self assurance. Four, it's not about being perfect, confident.
Why do so many people struggle with self-confidence?
That's a really important question. And you're not alone in wondering about this. Many people struggle with self confidence at different points in their lives um, for a variety of reasons. Here are some of the most common ones. Common one, past experiences and failures. If someone has experienced repeated failure, criticism, or rejection, especially during childhood or in formative years, it can lead to self doubt. Negative experiences can create a fear of trying again or a belief that they're not good enough. Two, negative self talk. Self confidence is shaped largely by the way we speak to ourselves. If someone constantly tells themselves they're not capable or compares themselves to others, that inner dialogue can undermine their confidence. Three, perfectionism. Trying to be perfect can actually damage confidence. When someone sets unrealistically high standards, they may constantly feel like they're falling short, even when they're doing well. This causes them to focus on their flaws instead of their strengths. And on four, fear of judgment. Many people worry about what others think of them. The fear of being judged, embarrassed, or rejected can make people avoid speaking up, taking risks, or trying new things, all.
Or what?
I'm glad you're following along. If you have more questions or thoughts about self confidence or anything else you'd like to explore, feel free to share. I'm here to help.
Okay, how does low
Great.
self-confidence affect decision making?
That's a great question. Low self confidence can have a significant impact on decision making, often in ways you might not immediately notice. Here, you have several topics. One, fear of making mistakes. Now, people with low self confidence often second guess themselves. They may worry about making the wrong choice so much that they avoid making a decision at all. This can lead to indecisiveness and missed opportunities. Two, overdependence on others. Someone who lacks confidence in their own judgment may constantly seek approval or validation from others. While asking for advice can be good, relying too heavily on others can keep you from developing like your own independent thinking skills. Three, avoiding responsibility. When you're not confident in yourself, you may avoid situations where you have to take charge or be held accountable. This can limit personal or professional growth, as leadership and progress often come from being willing to make decisions and learn from the outcomes. Four, settling for less. Low self confidence can cause someone to settle, whether it's in relationships, jobs, or life opportunities, because they don't believe they deserve better or don't trust themselves to handle bigger challenges. Five,
I'll be back.
increased anxiety, and that's great to hear. Taking the time to explore and
Let's
understand
continue.
yourself is a powerful step toward building confidence. Absolutely. Here's the continuation from where we left off. How low self-confidence affects decision making. Five, increased anxiety and overthinking. Low self-confidence often leads to overanalyzing every possible outcome, which can result in like what's known as analysis paralysis. That's when someone becomes so overwhelmed by potential risks or mistakes that they avoid acting altogether. This can make decision making exhausting and stressful. Six, difficulty setting boundaries. When someone lacks confidence, they may struggle to say no, fearing they'll upset others or be judged. This can lead them to make decisions based on what others want rather than what's truly best or right for themselves. 7, lack of long term vision. People with low self confidence may focus only on short term safety or comfort because they fear taking risks. This can prevent them from aiming higher or making bold decisions that could lead to growth or success. 8, regret and self blame. After making decisions, someone with low confidence might obsess over whether they made the right choice. Even if things turn out fine, they might still question.
Yup. First message, let me just change this to.
Hi, how are you doing?
So how does confidence impact success in life?
Confidence plays a significant role in shaping success in life, both personally and professionally. While it's not the only factor, it can greatly influence how opportunities are approached, how challenges are managed, and how others perceive you. Here's how confidence impacts success. 1, motivation and initiative. Confident people are more likely to take initiative. They believe in their abilities to start projects, take risks, and pursue goals even in the face of uncertainty. This proactive attitude often creates more opportunities for success. 2, resilience and adaptability. Confidence helps people bounce back from setbacks. Instead of becoming discouraged by failure, confident individuals view challenges as learning experiences. This mindset is key to long term success. 3, better communication. Whether in relationships, interviews, or leadership roles, confidence fosters clear, assertive, and effective communication. People who communicate with confidence are more persuasive and tend to gain trust and respect more quickly. 4, decision making skills. Confidence supports decisive action. People who trust their judgment make decisions more efficiently, which is especially important in leadership roles or high pressure situations. 5, increased opportunities. Confident individuals are more likely to step out of their comfort.
Comfort what?
Great catch. Looks like my sentence got cut off. I was saying confident individuals are more likely to step out of their comfort zones. This means they're more willing to try new things, take on challenges, or pursue opportunities that might seem risky or unfamiliar. Stepping out of your comfort zone is often where growth and success happen. Without confidence, people may hesitate or hold back, potentially missing chances to advance in life or career. Would you like to dive deeper into how to build confidence or how it relates to a specific area of life, like career, relationships, etc.?
No needs. So like, can you be confident in one area and insecure in another?
Absolutely. Yes, you can totally be confident in one area of your life and insecure in another. That's actually very common. Confidence isn't always a blanket feeling. It often develops in specific contexts based on experience, skill, or personal beliefs. For example, you might feel confident at work because you've developed expertise in your job, but feel insecure socially if you've struggled building close friendships or have experienced rejection. Or you could be super confident in your ability to perform music, play a sport, or speak in public, but feel unsure of yourself in intimate relationships or when tackling new academic challenges. Confidence in one area can sometimes boost your self esteem more generally, but it doesn't always erase insecurity elsewhere. That's why personal growth often involves working on the specific areas where you feel less secure, whether that's through practice, learning, or sometimes even changing the way you talk to yourself. Self talk matters a lot here. Would you want to explore why that happens or how to even things out across areas of your life?
Once again, no need. What's the first step in developing true confidence?
Great question. And it's awesome that you use the word true confidence. That really matters because there's a big difference between genuine self assurance and just pretending or putting on a front. The first step in developing true confidence is self awareness. Why self awareness? Because you can't build real confidence without understanding who you are, what your strengths are, where your fears or insecurities come from, what you value, what areas you want to improve. When you're self aware, you're honest with yourself, but you're also compassionate toward yourself. That balance helps you recognize what you already have going for you, and trust me, you do, while also giving you clarity on where to grow, how to build that self awareness. One, reflect. Spend a little time thinking or journaling, if you're into that, about what makes you feel strong, what makes you doubt yourself, and why. Two, ask for feedback. Trusted friends or mentors can sometimes help you see yourself more clearly, especially your strengths. Three, notice your inner dialogue. What do you say to yourself when things go wrong? Is it supportive or,
Or what?
sorry about that, I was saying, is your inner dialogue supportive or is it overly critical? Many people struggle with an overly critical inner voice, which can hold them back from building genuine confidence. If you're aware of how you talk to yourself during tough moments, you can start to shift that inner dialogue toward self-compassion. Instead of thinking, I failed, I'm not good enough, you can practice thinking, I tried my best and I can learn from this. Self awareness lays the foundation for identifying unhealthy thought patterns or insecurities that undermine your confidence. Once you're clear on what's holding you back, you can actively work on challenging those limiting beliefs and building on your strengths. Would you want more tips for taking this step deeper?
Nope. How does self-image shape our confidence? Nope. And how does self-image shape our confidence?
Great follow up. You're asking some deep and important questions. Your self image, basically the way you see yourself, is like the inner mirror that reflects back who you think you are. And that reflection plays a huge role in shaping your confidence. Here's how it works. One, self image becomes your internal truth. If you see yourself as capable, likable, and worthy, you're more likely to approach situations with assurance. But if your self image is tied to self doubt, like thinking you're not good enough, not attractive, or not smart, it can quietly undermine your actions and decisions, even when you're fully capable. Two, it affects your self talk. Self image shapes the thoughts you repeat to yourself. If you believe you're not confident socially, you might walk into a room already telling yourself, I don't belong here, which lowers your real time confidence. Flip that self image, and the inner voice becomes, I have something to offer. And your posture, energy, and actions shift as a result. Three, it opens or closes doors. A positive self image encourages you to take chances, apply.
Apply what?
Thanks again for catching that. I meant to say a positive self image encourages you to take chances, like applying for a job, a promotion, a leadership position, or even just putting yourself in new social or creative situations. When you see yourself as someone who's capable and deserving, you're far more likely to go after opportunities. On the flip side, if your self image is tied to doubt or low worth, you may hesitate to apply yourself, even when you're fully qualified, because you assume you'll fail or won't be good enough. In short, your self image becomes the lens through which you interpret your potential. If that lens is cloudy or overly negative, it limits what you believe is possible. If it's clear, balanced, and realistic, it empowers true confidence to grow. Want to talk about how to improve your self image or how to tell if yours is helping or holding you back?
No, thank you. And can you be confident in one area? No, I already asked this one. Um, uh,
No
how
problem.
does
Sometimes the sure, just to clarify, when you say have this, do you mean you'd like a summary of everything we've talked about? You want this conversation in a
no?
readable or
How
shareable
does the
format?
brain build confidence over time?
Ah, got it. Great question. The brain builds confidence over time through a combination of experience, learning, and repetition. It's actually a process grounded in neuroscience, habit building, and emotion. Here's how it works in simple terms. One, the brain learns through repetition. Just like building muscle by lifting weights, your brain builds. No worries. Sounds like you might have been about to say something. Feel free to finish your thought whenever you're ready,
You
but
can continue.
picking up where we left off.
You can
It
continue.
sounds like your message got cut off. Certainly. Let's pick up from where we left off regarding how the brain builds confidence over time. Number one, repetition and practice. The brain strengthens neural pathways through repetition. When you repeatedly practice a skill or activity, your brain becomes more efficient at performing those tasks, leading to increased competence and confidence. For example, practicing a presentation repeatedly.
Okay, now final ones. Let's just check. Um, what is this one? Cool. The reason I do this chat at the end is because like I don't want to waste any more credits on my calls because we're going to use like half of it. That's a big, waste, basically waste of credits, half of them. So that's definitely not a thing you would like to do, yeah. So that's why I choose to chat instead of doing anything else or just calling. So let's go. Our thoughts and beliefs shape how we feel about ourselves because they act as the lenses through which we interpret our experiences, behavior, and the world around us. So here's why they have such a powerful effect. You know what? Let me just stop sharing them. Yeah, because now I only have to like say stuff. So here's why they have such a powerful effect. Number one, they influence our perception. So thoughts and beliefs determine how we interpret events. For example, if you believe you're not good enough, you might view a small mistake as a confirmation belief belief, even if others see it as no big deal. This perception then affects on how you feel. So leading to emotions like shame, frustration, or sadness. Alright, so number two, um, they shape our inner dialogue. Now, the way we talk to ourselves, which is our inner dialogue, is influenced by our core beliefs. Now, if your thoughts are encouraging and kind, you're more likely to feel confident and hopeful. But if they're critical or negative, you might feel insecure or unworthy, right? So, point number three, they affect our behavior. So our beliefs influence the actions we take. For instance, if you believe you're capable, you're more likely to try new things and take on challenges. Success then reinforces positive self-feelings. Conversely, limiting beliefs can lead to avoidance, which may reinforce to feelings of failure or inadequacy. I don't know what was that. But that will be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like if you like this video. Subscribe for more Vapi AI sessions with from this. I think I'll stop at like 10 Vapi sessions and then I'll try to move on to ChatGPT. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like if you like this video. Subscribe for more Vapis like this. Once that has been said, I'll meet you in the next one. Stay tuned till then. Take care. Bye and Allah Hafiz from my side.